promise you I'm going to get barked at during... Oh, well, the reason it's quiet is the mic's up here. I'm going to get barked at some point during this video. Hi, hello, how's it go? In today's video, I wanted to talk about some extreme beginners tips for voice acting. I know there are a lot of people that they want to get into voice acting and they have no clue where to start off at. And so I want to use this video and I'm going to create a series from said video, starting with the bare bones basics of how to be a voice actor, where to start, what to do, next up, all that jazz, and progress throughout the series. So make sure that if this is something that you're interested in, you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week with part 2 of this installment. If you guys don't know me, my name is Rachael Messer. I'm a voice actress for anime and video games, and I started off as an online voice actor 10 years ago. I now work professionally. I've been in some anime. Some of the anime I've been in are My Hero Academia, Tokyo Ghoul Re, Goblin Slayer, Black Clover, One Piece, and more. I'm actually recording an anime today, so I've got to go off to the studio after this. I've also been, if anime is not your shtick, I've been in video games such as Warframe, Paladins, Smite, Borderlands 3. Got a big video game announcement coming, hopefully within the next month, a huge video game. So, you want to be a voice actor. That's always a good start, that you've decided you want to be a voice actor, you know you want to get into this, but you don't know where to start off at. I got you. First things first. There's actually, when you're very starting off, like you have done absolutely nothing starting off, there's not a necessary, like, do step A, then step B, then step C. So you're in luck there. You can pretty much start with any of these steps in this video. The first I would recommend is to take some acting lessons. Most people who get into voiceover have been told that they have a good voice, maybe they can do a bunch of impressions, and those things are great, but the main thing that you're going to want to focus on is the acting side of things. A believable voice or a good voice does nothing if the acting isn't believable. Maybe you could do commercials, but even then, it's going to be very limited work with commercials. So if you can get into any acting classes, maybe find some basic actings. There's tons of great books out there. I specifically like Uta Hagen, or the style of Uta Hagen, so you can check her out. But there's tons of stuff out there. The second, well, again, there's no real order, but I'm putting them a second. You're gonna need something to record with. Now, what you don't want is, say, like these kind of microphones. You do not want a headset microphone. You want a legit microphone. Right now, I'm breaking the fourth wall. This is a condenser microphone. They're a great choice starting off with. Now it's just gonna hang in the frame and you're not gonna be able to unsee it. You know that rule in theater where if like something falls on the stage, you have to pick it up because otherwise people are just gonna stare at it the whole time? You're gonna be looking up there the whole time for the microphone now. But you can use a straight to USB mic, which is a microphone that you tend to see the Blue Yetis and the Snowballs, etc. I actually started with a Samsung Meteor mic, and it was really, really impressive for what it is, right? And for the budget, it was like $60 when I bought it. I don't know what it is now, but when I bought it 10 years ago, it was $60. So you get yourself a, I wouldn't even say middle ground mic like that, but a beginner mic like that. And it's going to be 10 times better than like the webcam microphone that I've got here, or a headset microphone. They're getting better with time, because especially with the prominent streaming plug, check out my stream. They're getting better with it because of the amount of streaming and people getting into it. It's still not great though. It doesn't hold a candle. Even the straight to USB mics do not hold a candle to actual professional recording studio mics. But I also understand that getting into this, very few people are like, let me drop $2,000 on a microphone right now. Very few people are like that, and understandably so, I was as well. You're gonna want soundproofing and some kind of space to record as well. So you can actually see the edge of my door over there. I have a specific room and it's soundproofed. There are tons of ways. There's actually soundproofing around where I'm at, and I'm not happy with enough of it. I may add more because occasionally on some videos I notice a slight echo, specifically when I'm loud, which is a lot. So because of that, and even right now I'm hearing it bounce off of my Twitch metal water bottle. Words are great. I like when I use words. The other one that I would recommend is practice And this is with Auditions specifically, so there are some great free audition sites out there. In my voice acting Discord, which I'll leave a link to below, I have a free resources page with some videos that I've done, but obviously there's sites, and these sites change all the time, so this video will probably age horribly because of said sites. When I started off, we had Voice Acting Alliance, and that's no longer even around. Casting Call Club is a great one to find a bunch of auditions. Discords, even my Discord has a casting call section, so there's tons of stuff out there as well. And what you do is you just start auditioning with a good microphone. So you've got practice, you've got get a microphone, you've got find free auditions, and start setting up a recording space. You can also just make a small area of your room designated towards it. Some people make a PVC pipe booth. Other people, they've made like a little box and they soundproof the box and they put the microphone inside box and then they talk through a hole. That gets a little too muffled, but again, if you're starting off with free stuff, projects that are able to be found for free, you're probably not often going to be working with high-paying jobs in that situation. Now, there's a reason for that, and the paywall that tends to happen with some stuff. Now, if it's not a paywall, it may be like you have to have a certain amount of credentials to get on said casting call list, etc. I will talk about those in future videos because they confuse the heck out of people, and I also think that some people get taken advantage of because they don't understand what those situations are. So I'm just starting off with putting out a bunch of information on this channel, but hopefully you guys find it interesting and helpful. And I do have a voice acting Q&A video session that I've been doing, so go find that video and leave a comment if you have a specific comment, or you can put the word question in all caps and then put your question after it in this video, and I can search the whole channel and find some voice acting questions, and it may pop up in other ones. In conclusion, step 1, acting classes. Step 2, find free auditions and practice. Step 3, buy a microphone. Step 4, set up your studio. Step 5, don't do whatever the fuck I'm doing with my voice unless it calls for it. You don't need to worry about a demo reel right now. You don't need to worry about a website right now. I mean, we're talking very beginner voice acting stuff, like you haven't done anything at all. So those are what you're kind of looking at. I don't know if this video is super helpful or not. I can't go too in depth within like just 10 minutes, and maybe I'll go further on. Let me know if you are a beginner and you want to know, like, hey, you know, you said straight to USB mics and condenser mics. What the heck is that? Or maybe you're like, hey, could you go further in detail about the studio space and recording spaces, because I don't know how much soundproofing I need or how much I don't need. I don't want to buy too much. You know, leave those comments below. I'm doing these videos for you guys, so to know really, really helps me. Next week, you guys will decide what we talk about today, so let me know in the comments if you need to know about microphones, if you want to know more sites. There's not a lot of sites currently. We're going through this transition, and we always have. In the past 10 years that I've been a voice actor, we've always gone through transitions where it was Voice Acting Alliance, was casting calls, then it was Facebook, then it was Twitter, and now we're moving even more. Probably Discord's gonna be the next big one. So make sure that if you don't have a Discord account, I would recommend setting one up, and then come hang out with us over there. Ask your questions. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry this video is kind of short, but I just need to make a short one, and I gotta go to the recording studio now. Have a great one. I'll see you in the next episode. Subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends if you know somebody who wants to get into voice acting, and we will talk about it next time. Have a good one, y'all. Bye!